Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived and returned to the 100-line Last Defense Academy. Our first order of business today is collecting the materials for the headphones.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll need speakers and earplugs. I think we can find those over in the residential area. Let's take a look. Yay! We haven't played Mario Party in a while. Let's search. No, I'm low on supplies. When we get around to being able to do free time again, I'd kind of like to get back to that.
Found a little something.
Yeah, 1 and then 5 would be the best way. Take a different path. Damn. You 1. Ooh, 2 then. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We're getting the fork in the road. 4. I'll take 2, but I'm gonna go down. Ooh. Maybe not my brightest idea.
Yes.
I will take the 5. Get the rock. Put an item into the machine slot. Oh, shit. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't. Not speaker. 1. Right under a table. Got a pebble. Well, okay. Hello, fan of Koseki Biju from Hololive English Advent. Nice to see you. Burn it, kill it with fire, re-roll target spaces. 2 and then 3 will get us some goodies. Out of the way. Oh, YUGAMU is dead. Leave it alone. Uh-oh. Oh. Out of your pads. Now we have all the materials we need to make headphones for the Alliance members. In that case, let's use the rest of the day to earn some points. Okay, well that was exciting. I guess in theory, if you were really, really strapped or you were really early in, you could, just totally wander away and get stuff. Although it is risky with just the 2 of them, so, you know, whatever. Alright, let's get to work. Once the search for materials was over, it was time to get back to the hunt. YUGAMU and I walked through the ruined cityscapes like usual, looking for groups of wandering invaders. Whenever we found any, we attacked before they had a chance to react. Detach yourself. You're getting the big ones now. It's just work. It's just work. Detach yourself. I don't know if I've ever commented on how, not funny, but how, I mean, just how the contrast between the regular designs of the regular enemies between the commanders is, you know? It's just work. What is happening? I was killing even more efficiently than yesterday. My pulse hadn't gotten any faster. There wasn't a single bead of sweat on my forehead. I was acting like a seasoned assassin, but that didn't make sense. Until I came to the academy, I'd never killed anyone before. What are you talking about? We've probably killed thousands of the mooks till now. YUGAMU, tell me what's going on. Why am I so good at killing all of a sudden? Is YUGAMU drugging us? How many times are we going to go over this top? Talent, potential, a gift, call it what you want. You've got it, man. Was that all there was to it? Was I really just born with a natural affinity for cold-blooded murder? It was a simple enough explanation, but there was one lingering doubt that I couldn't seem to shake. You said that sometimes people are unaware of gifts like this, right? Don't get too hung up on that. I was just thinking out loud. You have a talent for killing, and our current circumstances are helping you cultivate it. What more do you need to know? Okay, he's totally drugging us. More than that, I need to know the truth, the whole truth. I was doing something I never could do before, and my proficiency was improving at a rate that didn't make sense. When I thought about that, fear welled up inside me. What in the world was happening to me? YUGAMU, please, if you know what's really going on here, I need you to tell me. If you've modified me or something, I won't be mad. I just want to know the truth. I owed my life to YUGAMU. If it hadn't been for him, those invaders I found on the first day of the hunt would have killed me for sure. I really wouldn't mind if it turned out he'd done something to me at some point. Just not knowing that was killing me. I'm begging you, Yugamu, tell me what's happening to me. I looked Yugamu in the eye and held his gaze. I didn't care what he said next, so long as it wasn't more lies. After a few seconds, he broke eye contact and let out an exasperated sigh. Okay, okay. When you give me a passionate look like that, there's no way I can stay quiet about it. Come. But this is your last chance to let sleeping dogs lie, Takumi. I don't think you're going to like what you hear. You might even end up hating yourself. Are you prepared for it? Uh-oh, the twist is he isn't doing jack shit, isn't it? I wouldn't have asked if I wasn't. I've been through hell and back already. You think I can't handle a little more? All right, I gotta respect your determination. I'll tell you all about where your talent for killing comes from and why it's developing so fast. That was ominous, but at least it was honest. This was an honest moment between the two of us, between Yugamu Omokage and Takumi Sumino. Bro, it really is just your hidden talent. First off, I swear by all I hold sacred that I haven't modified your body in any way. You believe me? Yes, if you're that serious about it, then I'll trust you. That said, your affinity for killing isn't as natural as I led you to believe. You have been modified, but not by me. You did it to yourself. What? When? Why don't I remember it? Maybe modified is misleading. If I mentioned absorption, would that ring any bells? Yeah. I mean, this is because of absorbing cryptoglobin? You told us you came here from the... Okay, I think I'm right. They definitely wrote some of these routes because we absolutely covered this in some of the other routes at some point. This is absolutely being presented to us in case, because they expected this to be one of the first routes you played, I think. It's gotta be. You told us you came here from the future. Do you remember the first thing you did when you arrived here on day 2 of this timeline? You killed Eito and absorbed his cryptoglobin. Yeah, I did. But that wouldn't make me change this much, would it? No, I don't think so. Normally, that is. Absorbing cryptoglobin usually won't have any special influence on someone's personality, no matter how powerful it is. But when it comes to cryptoglobin, you're a rare case. Yours isn't like the rest of ours. What are you talking about? There's nothing weird about my cryptoglobin. I beg to differ. Let me jog your memory. You killed Eito and absorbed his cryptoglobin in your previous... We're not going to have suddenly... Wait a minute. We're not that far from it, are we? Yeah, we're like a week and a half away from multiple Eito's route, aren't we? Yeah. What if... That's very interesting. I legitimately thought that was just never going to come up again. I gotta say, as frustrating as some of this route has been, this is playing out like how I wish most of these would have. You killed Eito and absorbed his cryptoglobin in your previous timeline as well, right? He was right about that. I killed Eito on day 99, my first time around. In other words, you absorbed the same person's cryptoglobin twice and in succession. If that's not a rare case, I don't know what is. So now you have a double dose of Eito's cryptoglobin in you. It's twice as concentrated. As is your Eito Atsukiness. Interesting. And on the flip side, if you got to the multiple Eito routes first, hey, here's some payoff. You're getting to see that twice.
Including his rare talent for killing.
I began to tremble. My breathing was ragged. Eito. Of course. He was the most ruthless murderer I'd ever known. I'm basically dating a ruthless murderer. First time here, he destroyed Sirei, killed Hiruko, and took out Eva too, like none of their lives meant anything to him. He even killed the baby in the defense room. And I'd inherited this ability, this talent from him? The first time I saw you, I felt a kind of kinship with you. There was something inside you, something just like me, but even more deadly. I could see it in your eyes. When you told us your story, I figured Eito must be the cause, and decided to try to develop it further. That's why I taught you how to be a better killer. Well, why would you do that? If you knew something so terrible was inside me, why didn't you just leave it alone? because I knew we'd be needing a team ace. An ace. Let me tell you, when the sponsor showed up on day 25, I thought we were seriously screwed. There was no way a bunch of teenagers like us were going to get by in a world where monsters like that exist. Okay. I gotta give him credit for this. If we were going to stand any chance of surviving, we need a monster of our own. Someone worthy of being called the ultimate assassin. Slowly raising his eyes. No, not her! I always felt like YUGAMU's attitude didn't make sense. Ever since the invader hunt began, he's been weirdly supportive toward me. Now it all added up. His aim had been to bring out the eito in me now. I really am sorry I did this to you, but it was, I mean, you didn't really do, alright, look, I hope Takumi doesn't overreact to this, because he didn't really do anything to us. He gave us some advice. We ate eito twice. That's all on us. What's going to happen to me now? Odds are you'll get even better at killing. And then what? I don't know. Cryptic Globin is already one big mystery, and your case is unique on top of that. You don't know, but you did it anyway? Does this mean I was only going to get more and more like eito from here on? If my whole personality got overwritten by eitos, could that happen? Wait, the lapses in my memory. Did eitos Cryptic Globin cause them as well? Did he somehow take over while I was blacked out? That's not out of the question. It's especially suspicious that there's such a clean cutoff between your periods of lucidity. It could be that something happened to strengthen the eito side of you during that time. My vision started to go fuzzy. My head too. I could barely start to coherent together anymore. Uh-oh. Am I getting my wish? Literally months and months later, am I getting my wish that they are going to have this come up again? You know what, Takemaru aside, this is probably one of the better ones. I somehow returned to the academy after that, but didn't remember the journey. One moment I was wandering aimlessly, the next I was back. My head started to clear. It looked like I was back in my room. I was lying on my bed, staring up at the ceiling. Right, also, come to think of it, multiple eitos happened because we absorbed a souped-up eito. This eito had not done anything yet, whereas the other one had absorbed a couple commanders, I think? I found myself thinking back on the day YUGAMU had offered to form a team. This is what you all wanted all this time, YUGAMU? I'd never completely trusted him. That's a little contradictory to what you were thinking like 2 minutes ago when you were like, oh, I did not know. I mean, I guess what you really thought he modified you, and the fact that you thought he modified it means, to a degree, he didn't completely. All right, I knew he had to have some hidden motives and plan, but it was never me. He was oh, that's what this is about. This is some yaoi bullshit, and I'm here for it. It was never me he was interested in. It was eito. Never have guessed that in a million years. I thought we had something special, YUGAMU. Any sense of normality. I've been holding on to it. I've been torn to shreds. Oh, come on, Takumi. Don't overreact. They've been a shock when Takemaru and the others had turned their backs on me, but that was nothing compared to what I was feeling now. Thinking about it now, though, maybe I had trusted YUGAMU. Maybe that was why the truth hurt so much. It was like half of my soul had been ripped away. Am I missing something? All he told you to do was how to get to kill the things you have been killing anyway. This, you see, immediately after I say, I'm down for this fruit, this is just kind of dumb. As time passed, before I knew it, it had gone dark outside. The nighttime announcement played, and the other members of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance filled into my room. The headphones are finished! Everyone pick a color. Tsubasa revealed her latest handiwork to gasps of admiration from the others. Oh, they're so cute. Thank you, Tsubasa. These look awesome. Words aren't enough. Let me do 10,000 squats to show my appreciation. You're a masterful mechanic, Lady Tsubasa. Your talent shines brighter than diamonds. Oh, you guys are too kind. Everyone took a pair of headphones and started trying them on. Silver definitely suits me best. It even matches the holy Jumonji sword. I like the yellow ones. I've always thought of it as a lucky color. Maybe they'll bring the alliance luck.
Oh.
I'll go with black. Makes it easier to lurk in the shadows and stalk my victims. Okay, this works. I'll take blue. That color just screams cool-headed mechanic to me.
Hey!
Gold all the way for me. These will go great with my championship belt. The only pair left is red. I guess those ones are for me. I want takumi. Put them on. See how they feel. I'm sure red will suit you. Red is a leader's color. Convention has decreed it. Everybody looked at me expectantly. They all looked so excited, so happy. Sorry, guys. I can't accept these. YUGAMU doesn't love me. Oh, why not? Do you not like the design? No, they look great. The problem's with me, not them. I see there's something inside me. I told everything what I'd heard earlier today. About how I'd absorbed 2 doses of Eito's cryptoglobin back to back. Its influence was now making me more like him. And how in the worst case scenario, my personality might actually be replaced with his. There's something else too. I've been getting weird lapses in my memory. Saying it out loud made the fear even worse. I hated to think I had a monster like Eito inside me. So we could look at another way. I've been yapping a lot, but I apologize. But okay, so maybe the thought is... I mean, I could just shut up and keep playing, but who's here for that? 200 episodes of this anime, right? So, is the idea then, from the developer's perspective, I mean, if you hit this one first, it's not going to happen in this route, but the seeds have been planted, and you'll want to see that happen eventually. And so maybe after having seen that, you'll be like, well, wait a minute. I remember them when they brought this up in the other room. Now here I am in this whole other part of the game, even though I didn't kill Eito with a chance to suck him up anyway, I gotta see what happens now. Maybe that's the mindset. He ever took over, there was no telling what might happen. He wouldn't hesitate to kill everyone here, though. It's like I'm possessed, cursed. So I've decided I'm going to step down as leader of the anti-sponsor. Wow, yes, that didn't last. I lowered my head in a show of contrition. It wouldn't be easy being on my own again, but I couldn't risk becoming a threat to my own teammates. I tried to tell myself I was fine with it, that it was better this way, but then... Poofed! Aha! Ha ha ha! Room suddenly uttered laughter. It was so loud I couldn't help looking up. I'm possessed, cursed. You actually said that with a straight face. How horribly delusional! Hey, what's so funny? This is a genuine problem. Yeah, guys, don't laugh at him. I mean, the whole edgelord routine was kind of ridiculous, but still. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't hold it in. Honey, now even you're laughing at me? Oh, boys are so silly sometimes. Even you know Zomi. Well, this is not the reaction I was expecting. With you guys, I'm being serious here. We know you are, sweetie. That's part of what makes it so hilarious. You got no reason to be scared of this curse. You overcame it and made it work for you a long time ago. I've overcome it? Of course. Having that little bit Eito in you has already helped you score a bunch of points in this game. You scored so much, you even got that one prize from the sponsor. If it hadn't been for that vial of cryptoglobin, his only wouldn't be here right now. You've got a new power and it allowed you to save a life. What's so cursed about that? Hell yeah, you tell him, Moko. Huh. I never thought about it that way before. It's true, though. I was only able to help Nozomi with her rejection symptoms because I'd killed so many invaders and placed high in the rankings. Whether it's a curse or a blessing, it's all about how you look at it. In the meantime, you just gotta keep being you, Takumi. It's nice of you to say that, but it doesn't make the problem. If Eito really does take over my body someday, then we'll just slap you around until you come to your senses.
That's what friends are for, right? Come on! Have some faith in us!
God, Moko, you're so cool. Even if your body is consumed by the king of all curses, we'll send him back to hell in disgrace. You just couldn't resist getting another reference in there, could you? Whatever the origins of this power might be, I trust you to use it the right way, Takumi. You have a kind heart and a strong spirit to back it up. I was dazzled by the brightness of my friend's smiles. Not so long ago, I felt completely alone, and now I had people who were this nice to me. It was almost too much to bear. Now that's settled, let's get back to the headphones. You don't want all our hard work to go to waste, do you? Come on, put them on. Okay. I took the headphones from Tsubasa and put them on. Red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, and black. Each member of our team now wore one of these colors. We looked at each other and nodded. That brought today's meeting to an end. The others went back to their rooms, all except one person who made no room to leave. Are you going to go too, Yugamu? Yugamu stood by the wall, his eyes downcast. Do you hate me for using you like this? Bro, you had it. I gotta speak up again. You did not use us. You gave us some advice, which we used. We still had sucked up Eito either way. If anything, you gave us a heads up to a problem that might come up down the line. We know it doesn't, but still.
Huh?
Hey, no, I actually love you so much. It made me really sad to think you didn't want me for me. And I was really surprised, though. Since this killing game started, you've basically been my closest friend. Now you tell me you wanted to bring out Eito. Oh my god. I was kidding. He's really... This is awesome. But now you tell me you only wanted to bring out Eito's characteristics from inside of me. Did I never matter to you at all? No use hiding it now. I'll be completely honest with you. When we first met, I thought you were a total dud. Aside from Eito's latent properties, there was nothing special about you. No charisma, no expertise, no talent. Oh, that's pretty harsh. But you were really flirty, too. Back then, I thought we'd be better off without you. Back then, sorry, I was needed. I thought we'd be better off without you. If there'd been a way to switch your personality with Eito's, I'd have done it without a second thought. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Maybe. You want to keep your cards close. Okay, that's really harsh. I won't ask for your forgiveness. I think seeing Kurata die in such a horrible way made... Okay, never mind. Made me a little crazy. I wanted the sponsor to pay. I wanted to make them suffer, even if it meant being less than humane in my methods. But the more time you and I spent together, I found myself feeling more affectionate toward you. Affectionate how? You don't always make the best choices, and you're way too hard on yourself, but for all that, you never turn away from the light. Even when your friends turned their backs on you, you kept fighting for them. Want to know what I think your crowning moment was? When you dove headlong into danger to try and save Yuko. When I saw you do that, I was grinning ear to ear. I was like, oh shit, I think I love that man. That's what he was thinking. I thought, who even is this maniac I've gotten myself involved with? Before I knew it, I was rushing in to join you. I never thought of myself as a team player until I started hanging out with you. That's right, I told YUGAMU to run back then, but he stayed and fought with us. We had no chance of winning, but he joined us anyway. Rest easy, Takumi. You getting taken over by Eito's personality isn't impossible, but if I know you the way I think I do, it'll never happen. You'll tame those impulses and continue to give your all to protect your friends. That's just the kind of guy Takumi Sumino is.
More than anything else, I trust you to do the right thing.
Oh, our ship is sailing! With that, YUGAMU quickly left the room. He wasn't actually blushing, but he was giving off the same impression. He put up a happy-go-lucky front, but I guess even he got shy sometimes. You really trust me, huh? That thought had a profound effect on me. I was more determined than ever to keep my team alive. I'd repay their trust and get them all back to the artificial satellite safely, and to do that, I need to find some QB liquid, and soon. Sorry, my brain was like, hey, wait a minute, and I had to catch up with it. Shion's not around because he's sick or something in this route, right? Because I was thinking, wouldn't it be super easy if we could just get all of the fucking sponsors together, or as many as we can? Couldn't we just like shoot holes in them and Shion to just like stick his hand in there? Because he did. Yeah, that was how we in the first time. He saved us with against whatever the hell her name is, the Miku one. We hadn't even found a trace of any so far, but we couldn't give up yet. I'd find that liquid. I would. Definitely, categorically, without fail. And as it turned out, that very next day, the prediction came true, although not in the way I was expecting. Well, how the hell do you mean, Takumi? I guess we'll have to find out next time, citizens, because till then, I'm afraid it's gonna have to be farewell.